What's going on, you beautiful humans? Yes, I am back. Just took a little break for the holidays. Hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. I hope you guys also had an even better New Year's. So now we are in 2022 and we're back with another crypto gaming boy for anything gaming and earning crypto. That is passive income and play to earn games. Currently, we are halfway to our subscriber goal. So all you guys who are sending all your love, sending all your comments, we really appreciate each and every one of you. And for all our newcomers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Currently, we are sitting at 536 subscribers. I repeat, 536 subscribers. So once we hit 1,000, like I said, I will be giving away 3 out of my 4 left. Yeah, 3 out of 4 left on my axes, and you, the individual who wins this, will be able to pick any of those 3. The reason, again, I really don't like axie, as I thought it was going to be adventure mode and a lot of other restrictions to me. After they took out the LAN process of the game, it kind of didn't set well with me, and it just lost interest basically. So I'm giving it back. Yes, I know each of those axes or NFTs are worth some dollar amount, but maybe it'll go to the benefit of someone else rather than me selling it back on the market. So that is a choice that we choose to make. So at 1,000 subscribers, it's going to go to one lucky winner. Just like if you saw my last video, it will be something similar around the requirements and how to win. Let's move on to the video. Yes, I've lost some money, and we're going back into my passive income strategy to discuss this amount. So the amount lost was about 2,500 USD. As you remember, my passive income strategy, that I will be getting reflections from EarnHub and then taking that and put it into a DAO. Unfortunately, the DAO did not work out as I wanted to, so I went with a node instead. I will explain what a node is shortly. However, I did make a slight change referring to reflections. I went with EarnHub, more EarnHub, just to be able to sustain my portfolio for the staking period, which would be staking. Let me bring that back up, which would be staking the ADA Cash pool. I do have connection with ADA Cash. There will be some nice things coming up that I want to discuss with a couple of founders there and the devs as well. They're just trying to sort out a few of this part here where I'll be staking ADA Cash for Soul Cash, and in return getting Solano from just holding Soul Cash as well. But they're still working on the staking. Guys, I ask you to please be patient with any good project dev is that they're giving you the opportunity to speak to them at any given time. They're taking all the slack you're throwing out there, or FUD that you're throwing out there. Guys, calm down. If you're not sure, ask questions. And if you're going to ask questions, don't ask it in a way that you're dictating something as if, why is it so, rather than saying, why is it so? Can you explain how this works? So they'll be able to understand where you're coming from. You're new, and you can get some education out of it. But if you go in there attacking with guns blazing and pitchforks and knives and flames, then there's no way you're going to get the answers you're looking for. You cannot immediately say that any project is ridiculous or stupid or even fraud without doing some form of research. Like, I know a lot of you guys who are new love to come in and say a bunch of stuff that you are uneducated on, you didn't provide any knowledge for, and you don't even think of trying to ask the right questions to gain that knowledge. So please chill out, ask the right questions. The devs will help you. I'm over there as well. If you guys need questions, again, you can shoot me a message over there in the ADA Cash chat group, and I'll be more than happy to educate you on ADA Cash. So just more to come to that. Just want to share that a little bit for you. Moving on. So referring to the EarnHub staking ADA Cash. So I decided to go with reflections for EarnHub. Reason is because of my portfolio investing, like I mentioned here. When I took some out the vesting period, you know, there was a substantial amount, like $2,000, $3,000, I think I took out, if I remember correctly. And there was 40% still there. It did not change, thankfully. But if I sold any more than the amount allocated up here, then that would definitely have some level of effect referring to my vesting period. So I decided not to do that until all of my funds are available to me. Then I'll decide how I want to spread my portfolio. But at this given time, they will be there just trying to yield me some farm. That's why I went with Earn Hub as my reflections. I just want to see what's going on. Yep, there are my current reflections. It's not large because there's not a large amount in there. This was the unfortunate part that that I didn't agree with, and the majority of people didn't agree with, referring to the vesting pool. However, it is done. What can we do? However, the project is sustaining and it's moving on up slowly. But I'm sure because of the salty taste, some people are going to sell anyway. It's okay, no problem. I will enjoy your reflections that you give me. Appreciate that. If you're on board and you're holding strong with me, guys, appreciate that as well. So this is the amount that I have in that I took from my wallet and placed into the staking for ADA Cash. I didn't collect anything yet from ADA Cash, but I will be sending it to my wallet as soon as the pool is over in 3 days. Just because, you know, being wise, you don't want to go out there and keep spending, and you're gonna say, yeah, what about the reflections for ADA? If you don't have it in your wallet, you don't get no ADA from the holding ADA Cash. Correct, that's true, but I already have ADA Cash, and I am holding that ADA Cash to still earn my Cardano or ADA, and this is just an additional amount, so it's not a problem with me. But if you feel free to do as you please. You can take this out if you want, go right ahead. I'm just gonna leave it there. When the pool finishes, then I'm going to take out the lump sum so I can save on a few dollars. You know, every penny counts. I'm not even though I have this amount, I'm not the richest man in the world. That's why I'm here showing you how you can make passive income for the rest of your life and same as me, you know, just slowly and surely, but we will get there. But if you just be patient and just learn the red flags. So from there, this is what I got for my passive income for staking ADA Cash. The reflections, yes, this is already happening because like I have earned ADA Cash already, and this staking for ADA Cash is pending. I will provide updates in another video for that, along with other details such as pay to earn game that probably not a lot of you know about. And with these passive income tokens, you need to check a lot of their utility and their platforms and where they're going to go. And Earn Club is no stranger. They're coming up with a gambling game, a play to earn game as well, which you can take some of your reflections and use and, you know, probably win. I'm not sure if they're having any other games, but that is one to look out for. So what did I invest in? I invested in a node. What is a node? Let me just bring up this description for you. A node, a blockchain node. A node, a computer that connects to the blockchain network. It follows consensus rules and also determines whether transactions are valid. So basically, transactions that you say, for example, you're going to initiate, I want to jump in the pool, there's a transaction, initiates that, reads that, and say if it's good. If it's good, it goes through. Example 2 would be you're making a transaction on, say, some sort of exchange, and you're buying some other crypto. Say you're on PooCoin, or you're on Pancake Swap, or you're on Sushi Swap. That transaction will be based off of a node reading it and validating it and say, hey, you're good to go. But they get paid a fee plus the other system for, I guess, the owners or something will get paid as well. So basically that's what a node is. But the thing is, you need a PC of some sort to be on at that time, saying that you're giving them the power to route things there, read information, and then boom, bam. And it's kind of, from my understanding, it's kind of like in a sense of mining. Your PC has to be on, or some sort of power needs to be given to that node in some form, either software or hardware. So that's basically what a node is. what we were looking at, or what I was researching, I came across this thing called Ring, and they market themselves as a node, and they are not a node, because the when we go through a little bit further, you will see the tokenomics. It doesn't make much sense, but you know, who am I to judge? I'm not a genius in the crypto world, so you never know. The devs might found something different than any other people. However, the transactions were real, the withdrawals were real. And yeah, I did try this many times. I had other friends as well that tried this and made like $100 a day off of these. So they promised an APY of 2,600 for lifetime. I'm not sure how that is even sustainable, but they decided to sustain this amount yield by investing in other DAOs and nodes as well. So I'm not sure why would you, if you're a real node, this goes back to what a node is. If you're a real blockchain node, why would you have to do that if you are collecting from transactions that people make? And at this time when I invested, I think there were around 100, no, not 100, there were around 50 or 50,000 nodes. Now you see they're double that amount, 119,000 nodes, which is crazy. And so they invest in other nodes. They also had a DAO system where they would vote. And this is the thing, right? I don't know how this DAO system worked, because it was never on the site, nor was it on the app. If you launch the app, it was not there either. So I was wondering how they were doing this DAO. So apparently the DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization, they committed this on the Discord. Their Discord channel is where they held this vote. So they had this DAO incubator, they had gold DAO, you had to verify it. So basically what you do, you will verify your node. Basically you drop your address in here, then you drop an image of your nodes, and then they'll verify you, and then I put you in a group where you're able to vote, which is very strange to me. You're coming here, and then they'll put whatever it is, and then you vote on which one that you think is the best. And it's just very strange how that worked. So I don't know, but like I said, I am not a genius here, and I'm not claiming to know anything better than anyone else. This is never financial advice, ever financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes and just sharing you my experience. So from there, and these are all the red flags you guys should be looking at and understanding when it comes to a node. So I know I didn't talk about nodes or any type of DAO before in detail, but take this as a very educational video for red flags on any type of node and how to identify what a node is rather than what it's not. So moving on, so they had it for one node. So bear in mind, this node, when you purchased it, you were not getting your money back. They mentioned that, you know, majority of other DAOs do the same thing, especially nodes do the same thing. So you basically make your money back from the rewards on a daily basis. So if you buy a node for like $4,000, you know, you might get a yield of $100, maybe $80, depending on the price of the token as well. And at this time when I got in, the price of the token was 100 plus, in which I did not know that they had a hack. So if we're looking at the charts here, around this time right here, they had a hack. So they were on their all-time highs at 400, then it came down to 358, then it dropped down on the December 5th, it dropped to 157, and they released a notice stating that this was caused by a hack. They say that they had it resolved and doing testings. At this time, they turned off sell, so you couldn't sell any rewards as well, which is a good strategy. And don't get me wrong, and I'm going to give you a whole review of this whole thing and what I thought happened. So, but they recovered from it. They went back up to a new all-time high again, or not surpassing the highest all-time high. However, we did get to a new all-time high, or a new high, back up there in the 400. Then they moved on to say, you know, we're going to launch the decision to launch a new token called X Ring onto, try to find it for you. Where was that? Where was it? I think it was under, yeah, there, right here. So announcement. So they decided to launch a new project here on the, I think it was Avalanche blockchain. But the thing is, this token crashed, or in a sense, what they said, you can see it here where they're saying that people were even giving them death threats and exposing information of who the person was. No, these people weren't doxxed. That's why these people started doing this. Whoever were close by, nearby, and heard rumors of who it was, you know, send out information on whoever this guy was. I think it was a name that they mentioned many times before. Let me see if they have it in one of their announcements when they spoke in the AMA. Where is it? Darius, yeah, there you go. So Darius, I think it was a name. Yeah, I think it was Darius was the person that people was running threats by and stuff, and saying, finding his address and stuff. So it got really bad in here. Now it's quite a lot about radio silence as soon as this stuff started to drop. So after this concerning, so apparently this little bump right here, or started going down right here, was caused by the launch on the Avalanche blockchain of a new token, which is X Ring, not the same token, a new one. So I'm not sure why they did that. It doesn't make any sense. However, I will give you my opinion at the end of the video why I think happened. But there you go. They're providing this explanation of what happened, and they even admit to it that there was not a great decision. However, it happened, which is kind of weird, right? But you know, you're still getting your rewards, but it doesn't make any sense that you get these rewards and guess what? They're worthless. Let me see if I can connect here. So you see, I bought 2 nodes and I spent about 2,500. Yes, I'm sitting on quite a bit of ring, but this ring is only worth where is it? $2.16 each. This node I paid for was making me $100 a day at one point. So there's a lot of people upset about this. A lot of people upset about this, and I don't blame them. So moving on. They're talking about here about reducing the fees because of all of the DeFi protocols by investing in other DeFi protocols, which I think was weird. The amount that they were investing was quite low, and I want to know what happened to the rest of that money. Where is it? Because they mentioned it on their Twitter as no, I don't think it was on Twitter, in their Telegram. The weird thing about the Telegram, you can't put any messages in there, which is kind of odd. So yeah, so they mentioned selling or taking 100K and putting it in several different DAOs and nodes, which is okay, no problem. But what happened to the rest of that profit? You have over 100,000 plus nodes, and people, each of those people probably paid the highest would be if we were at 400 at the time. If we were at $400, so we're just gonna put in 400. Let me just see if I can flip this around for you. So we got 400 right there, right? 400, and we're gonna times that by 10 because it was 10. It took 10 people or 10 ring to purchase one node on their all-time highs. That's $4,000. Let's say about the majority, say half of them, right, from that 119,000 were paid for one node. This is not people buying 2 nodes. It's not people buying 3 nodes or 4 nodes. Just one node, right? If half of them, that's 50K. If half of them paid, where is the $2 million? And why is it? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, where is the $2 million, right? Where's that 2 million? And you saying you're only going to put 100K in a certain amount of DAOs? It doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, there's advertisements and other things you have to pay certain people, but $2 million? Come on, guys. You could invest that and had this project. Even if your project was crap and your tokenomics were crap, but didn't make any sense, in my opinion, you could have sustained the project with that money by putting it in actual good DAOs. If that's what you did, you said you did, but I only heard and read that you were only putting in 100K and spreading that 100K across. So that was kind of weird to me. So moving back, just what other red flags do we have here? So here, buy ring, create ring node, enjoy rewards, cool. And they're talking about watch Netflix. I don't know why this is even applicable. I don't know why they have a link to Netflix. I did not know Netflix accepts crypto, especially ring crypto. So I don't know why that's applicable, but they have Netflix link there. So I guess they're trying to give you something to chew on a little bit and whatnot. It's whatever, but that's odd. So let me go here. They're saying an audit is coming soon. What audit? Because if you're referring to Certec, right? On Certec, if you guys did not know, on Certec you can pre-register your project and then complete the audit thereafter. For example, I had a lot of people come in here and tell me about this Dragonland thing. So this Dragonland, they claim said that to be backed by Certec, which they're not. You can take a look for yourself here. They're not. I didn't talk about it because I think it was just a waste of time. Plus, I didn't like how the game looked anyway. I don't play those types of strategy games and bird's eye view, tower defense and stuff. I'm not into that, unfortunately. Maybe someone can change their mind, but if you look here, it's asking for you to, if this is your project, activate today, to fill out all the requirements. So right now, what is resolved is 33%. This is from when they registered, but whatever. But let me give you an example of what one looks like. Safe Moon. Everybody knows about Safe Moon. Some people love it, some people don't. Whatever. If you go to Safe Moon, they have a 90% score plus 0% of resolved, meaning there's nothing else to be resolved there. You can see all their analytics and everything there. They're referring to the safety assessment, all these different things in detail you can find on Safe Moon, but you can't find that anything on Dragonland. But the thing is worse, you can't find Ring even registering there. So Ring, and we can type in finance. What's going on? Let me hold my mic. Sorry about that. All right, and nothing comes up. Nothing comes up here. What am I missing the end here? Oh goodness, what is wrong with me today? All right, there we go. So I can't find anything here referring to Ring Finance, and they could have independently go on to Certec and put in your information to even start the audit. I mean, they're making all this money, over $2 million. That's just half. That's just half. If they were at the all-time high and everybody was buying in at $4,000, 50,000 of those nodes were one person each, teams up with $200 million, right? Like where and how can you get to that point and the project fails because of greed, of course. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. So here, if you go over to the next one that they mentioned right here, you can't see it, but let me just zoom in for you. Ooh, that's too much. So this is hacking, right? I'm not sure how hacking works. I'm not familiar with hacking. I'm only familiar with Certec. But if you type in Ring here, there's nothing reported at all. So I'm not sure if they have to, do an assessment before coming on there to be pre-registered and whatnot. But the thing is, that's another red flag. You said audit coming soon. You didn't even pre-register at all. At one point, apparently, from my research, they didn't have any white paper at all, which was kind of interesting to me to hear. So when I got in, I never knew that they had a tag right here, and plus I know they had an app as well. Where is my phone? I can show you. They had their own app as well, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty convincing. It was pretty good. So here's the app. This is their app right there. Loading up. Provide you everything in details, all of your information that you need on your nodes, the amount and what it's worth. And it was nothing wrong with that. It was all good, handy dandy, you know, but you never think like, why would someone rug their own project? Because it can be identified as a rug right now. But we'll get to that in a second. By my speculations, I tell you why. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go back over to Ring. See what else I can find. So if we go to their Twitter, they started in June, November 2021. Yes, that was a short time from now, very short time from now, but they have over 71K just because they were selling it pretty good. How they were selling it pretty good? They were putting discounts on things rather than the full 10. They were to get back from this period of the I mean, if you think about it, it was a good strategy. From this period, they were trying to get back up here, so they was trying to do deals like rather than 10 no, they had 10 ring to make one node, it is 5 ring to make one node. Then when it started to drop again, then they started to do another deal where it was 7 ring to make one node. Then they go it up, and then they were doing like a 60% sale as well. You know, it's not a bad idea, but why do you have to go that far to do that consecutively every week? Because it happened every week. That's how I got to that's how I got my second node, because of one of these deals, and I didn't pay it no mind. But then when you think about it, why is it necessary for you to go that route if you are investing in other nodes and other DAOs? If you, the organization, is doing that, you should have more than a substantial amount of money to buy back from that hack. You should have. You shouldn't have to go and have some people convince other people by telling them, hey, we have a sale, come buy. You shouldn't have to do that. If you have that, do the buyback. Spend that I don't know, $100 million to put that back up. That would have sustained the project. But that is not the case. That is not where they wanted to go according to the charts. The Telegram link, let me see if I can bring that up for you. Just to show you, I don't like telegrams where they're groups and they just put pure announcements and you cannot respond. That is very, very unprofessional in my opinion, and very irritating in my opinion. Where is it? Where is it? Not coming up. Oh, here we go. So this is their Telegram. And as you can see here, you can't put any messages. You can't even respond to the stuff that they put there. But this is how they respond. And some of the response was kind of lax as well. Referring to, I mean, I'm not going to go in full detail. If you go look for yourself and read them yourself, you'll see after an AMA, the answer, how they responded to answers was kind of odd. So I don't get that, how that works. And even with this, right? Thank you for your subscription. I don't know how this is even possible, right? Thank you for your submission. Because if you did submitted something here, it would come up. As you see, I showed you Dragonland. It would come up and it would just say, hey, unresolved stuff. But they didn't do anything. They probably snapshot this for something else, which is untruthful and very, very disturbing. Very disturbing for you to send something like this to try to persuade people to say, yeah, we're audit coming. But then when you go to do an independent audit, you input your information and then it will say unresolved issues and unresolved matters. You're telling me up until this point, nothing comes up for you guys? That doesn't make much sense. That doesn't make much sense. What else? Did Discord, that speaks for itself. it's a mess. It's just a mess over there in Discord. Like I think they even banned or closed the general chat, because the general chat had a bunch of people inside there. I used to comment and talk to people there. There's a lot of people who were talking about, hey, what's up with this? You know, what's going on and stuff like that. But they seem to silence that group completely or entirely, right? And then now you're seeing everyone having these issues, right? What is it that we hear from you? Perhaps a discussion where you forks and floor. So it just looks horrible over there. It really does, and it's quite disappointing that this is where it come from. That's the Telegram, and that's the Discord to connect. Everything you find on there, you can find on the website. This is the white paper as well. What I wanted to show you will be the tokenomics. When you create one, you can see this used to be 100. Now it's $1.18 is what you can be making a day, which is ridiculous. So this is their tokenomics. 20% future use. Feature use to what? That's the thing that is not really self-explanatory. 10% to ring a BNB pool for rewards. This thing is weird. What rewards exactly are you referring to? Because you're then saying 70% into the nodes, the node reward pools. What rewards are you referring to? Is this reward 10% pool rewards referring to when you did all those other giveaways? Referring to whoever tweeted or liked or followed would get X amount. Was it that? Because that is strange. That is very strange. This shouldn't even be allocated in there. That should have been allocated under some form of marketing. So that would be like a giveaway, and you're marketing information and you're directing people to do the giveaway, which was quite strange in my opinion. So yeah, so right now I have about 15 ring there sitting there, basically worth only like 30 something bucks, and at one point that could have been 1,500 bucks. Right now it could have been 1,500, but it's not, and I'm quite disappointed with the project and what's happening. And especially I'm really teed off of the lack of accountability that they have, and they have no form of trying to fix it. So in all, ending this, what my speculation is, bring up CoinMarketCap. My speculation is that this whole project, and I want to be wrong. I want to say this very clear. I want to be wrong when I say this. However, the results does not show. Around this time, I think this whole project has always been a scam, just because of the high yield and them trying to promise the 2,600 APY for life, and that payout of this amount, 0.556 per goal, and also the sales from here. This hack, this so-called hack, I assume, this is my assumption, this is not a confirmation. If someone has information to back this up, please provide it and we can talk about it, bring you on the channel, we go through it again. So my speculation, this was not a hack, this was a sell where I think someone connected to this team sold, and then when they see it, they call it a hack. Yep, you know what's good to do, let's stop sales. Cool, that will give some people sort of comfort, understand what's going on. Yeah, cool, no problem. But the thing is, if I if I was hacked, right? If you were hacked, if I was a hacker, why would I want to go and pull out all of this money in one moment, just to be able to get one thing? This is a passive income token, right? So I would find a way to skim off the top. This is my thought. I would find a way to skim off the top if I wanted to hack and then make money, passive income, by buying my own nodes that way. You know, when buys and sell, when it goes on, buys and sell. But this was a massive sell-off, and then it's like it was on purpose. If you see here, look, it didn't even drop below, right? It was like it was on purpose. Every time a sell happened, it was purposeful. Look at that. Look at this chart. It was purposeful for a long time. And then now they want to blame this on Avalanche. They creating that new token, because if it was independent, right? If this is independent from the X ring on Avalon, why is it area being affected by this? Because two things are possible. The amount of nodes that were created were about 50,000 here, and then over here now double the amount. And as they double the amount, people are selling so fast that they cannot sustain the sell pressure. They can't sustain it. That's one speculation. Or second speculation is that they slow rug the project the whole time, trying to make it seem like they were on the same page, got to the amount of nodes that they wanted, and then slowly took what they needed and sold. That's the other thing. I think it was a part of the plan the whole time. It sucks. It's sad that they went so far just to make an app, even to call themselves a node. They were doing, the thing was, they were doing pretty good for something that just came out in November of 2021. They were doing really good. You know, it caught a lot of good, I guess, crypto enthusiasts as well as crypto investors off guard. But if they were smart, they would have made it into an even better project and went long term with this, rather than the short term of trying to gain what, $4 million. That's basically what, about the 100,000 nodes going for one ring going for $400, and it's you got 10 ring, that's 4,000, and then you times that by 100K, and you got 400 million. You know, if that's what you wanted, that's pretty sad, because even yourself as an investor or a dev could have invested in your own project and earned passive income for the rest of your life by doing what you said you was going to do and investing in other high protocols or other DAOs or other nodes, and reinvest that back into your project and make this a long-term thing. Bring could have been one of the biggest passive income out there, named node but wasn't node, and then that could have switched. They could have been the guinea pigs, or not the guinea pigs, but what's the word? Dang it, it was just on the tip of my tongue. They could have been the pioneers. That's right, there it is. The pioneers of a new form of passive income, name node when it should not. And they could have changed the whole system, and they could have sold their white paper for more money. And there's a lot of things that they could have done good with this, but sadly, this seems to be dead in the water, most of it, because of people just trying to sell, try to make back some profits, and then get out of the project completely. That's why, that's one. And then two, there seems to be nothing being done to bring that back up to one of their all-time highs. So the FUD is killing the project. The devs ain't doing nothing about it. It doesn't seem. And if you're wrong, please let me know, because I don't want this to anyone else to be losing money off of this project because of they're buying in when it was an all-time high, and then looking for that passive income. Then that project goes down to nothing, and then that all-time high really doesn't mean anything. And 1,500 or even 10 ring that you made in rewards, it means nothing at all, because it's currently at $2 and a couple of cents. That's nothing. It means nothing. That's disgusting, ridiculous. You went from making your initial investment back from one node in 18 days to now look like you're going to be make that back in 18 months. But anyways, that is that. Hopefully they can recover from it. I really not in any confidence that they will. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't have anything else for you guys. However, to all my subscribers who are new, welcome again. And if you have not subscribed, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell as well. And that is it, guys. I have a few other videos gonna get up for you. We're gonna come out during the week. I'm gonna change things up a little bit. Want to do a couple of videos on one day and then have them spread out for you guys during the week, so you guys will have to wait during holidays for another video to come out referring to passive income or any play to earn game. So that is pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and welcome back for another Crypto Gaming Boy for next 2022. Guys, look out for the subscribers. When they reach 1,000, we'll be doing that giveaway of 3 axes. And good to hear from you. Good to see each and every one of you again, guys. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes. Peace.